Hello, everybody, and the lovely chilly evening out there, but it's no snow, so I'm happy, and there's no rain either, so that makes me even happier. Um, but tonight, I'm going to talk. I'm going to use YouTube as the example, really, for us to kind of like look at a new angle at something. And the word that I'm going to throw at you right now is consistency. Consistency of kind of like keep doing what we're doing and keep turning up, keep turning up. And that you always might think, like, well, that's, it's easy. You just turn up and just do what you got to do. It's life. And you're right. When you think about it, when you go to work, you have this obligation to be there, don't you? You've got to, if you want to earn your keep, for want of a better word, you go into work, you clock in, or you sign in, or whatever you need to do. You get your tasks to do, you do it. And you have to be consistent. For example, if you decided, oh, I'm not going into work, I'm feeling a bit tired, so I'll just stay in all day. Your bosses aren't going to be very happy, are they? And if you continue to do that, and there'll be, no doubt, there'll be disciplinaries, and eventually you'll be said goodbye, thanks for nothing, and you can go on your way and rue the fact that you was not consistent. It's the same with expectations, isn't it, these days, which I don't agree with, if I'm honest with you, where there's productivity targets, everything else. But them's the rules. When you're in an organisation, you aspire to hit those expectations. You've got to be consistent, or again, corrective measures may be taken. Um, See, I'm going right into almost like a personnel mode there, aren't I? But it is a fact of life that we do need to be consistent. And that goes for everything, really. It's like when I do these YouTube videos now. Now, you could look at some of my older ones, and to be honest with you, I go like, oh my goodness me, what are you doing, Gary? Because I make that fatal mistake at the start about please like and subscribe, like a really irritating nodding dog. And I don't do that much these days. If I do, it'll be right at the end of the video, and I know it's only worth doing them because that's the people that are likely to like and subscribe because they'll be the ones who've watched the whole thing. But for me to say at the start, let's be honest, it's a bit daft. And what people are here for is to hear the message. And I'm talking about consistency here and what we can do to combat that, to make sure we're consistent. That's why I'm here for. And like I say, if you want to giggle, have a look at some of my older videos and you'll see some of the errors I've made. And it's about being consistent. With the YouTube, I'm using this example for me. And, it could be anything with yourselves as well. Why are you doing something? For me, the whole YouTube thing is a learning experience. And I know I'm learning, believe you me. And what you're seeing now, no doubt will be if I do live up to what I'm saying right now, if I continue to be consistent, will be totally different from what I'm doing in 2, 3, 4, 5 years time. I was laughing because I've had this channel since like 2017. I didn't really do very much, but lately my growth is going upwards. So, with a little bit of research and sort of like where I'm watching a few channels that do give you some really good, solid advice, I'm building it up. And what I love, I'm being authentic. It's just me. There's no fancy editing. I give the message just like as if I was talking to someone in person. And I think that is so much nicer than all the flashy graphics, all the whiz-bang technology going on, which looks fantastic. And I've done videos with sort of like just pictures and maybe my voice in the background. And I say, where's the human? It's not there, is it? And you won't see me doing shorts anymore. It will just be me saying my piece. And I'd like to ask you guys, do you think that's the right approach? Do you prefer the whiz-bang stuff, all the fancy technology, the hours and hours of editing, which, to be honest, stops you getting the message across? That's what's important. Or should we just be authentic, just come across as we are? And just imagine that we're talking in a room right now, or I know you're only hearing me talk, but I encourage you, if you're watching this, to put your thoughts down. I will listen. You may have some really good advice for me. You might be saying to me like, Gary, why don't you try changing the camera? Or but there's some software you can use. or you could even tell me, so Gary, could you give us your perspective on, X, Y, Z, whatever that may be? And I promise you, if you do that, I'll see what I can do. I'll go and explore those avenues for us because I don't have the answer to everything, but I'll certainly do my best to kind of look into things. And if we grow this channel big enough, and what my dream is to have a lovely, great big community, all communing with each other, giving each other that little bit of boost, a little bit of nice energy. And isn't that a wonderful thing to aspire to? Maybe I'm being a bit of a dreamer here, but that's what I hope for. And if that resonates with you, put it in the comments and just interact with me, interact with everyone. That's what we really makes anything, doesn't it? It's not me. It's about you guys watching it right now. And that's why it's important that we show up. I keep showing up and I'm looking to show up every 2 days. So if I'm late or something, tell me off about it. There won't be times when life gets in the way and I will do something. I'll be going out and about, whatever. Well, it's a bit different. But I can certainly, on a whole, pretty much make myself say every 2 days, I'm going to show up. A lot of it, as you know, I'm doing my little spiritual haikus. Today I'm taking a little bit of a different approach because consistency is something that's come up with my partner, raised it, and it's coming out elsewhere as well. And we think, oh, let's get that message out there. So show up. Whatever you're doing, make sure you show up. And that can be like when it's all weathers. There'll be those times when you feel like, oh, I really can't be bothered. Or there'll be days, yeah, I'm really up for it today. I'm good to go. I can't wait. No matter how you feel, show up. I'll tell you something, I used to do training karate a few years ago. I actually got, I did well, got quite up high in the grades. I did get up to black belt. These days, I'll take the people, I'm a fat belt these days. All that stuff ain't happening. I don't have that fitness anymore. But there were times when I'm totally knackered. I thought, oh God, I've got to go karate. But I went, I forced myself to go. And of course, as soon as I started, I felt fine. I felt good. All the tiredness had gone because you didn't have time to be tired. You was running around like an headless chicken getting your fitness levels up, or you would go straight into sparring. And believe you me, that wakes you up. We used to love it, absolutely love it. And I think that's important. So whatever you're doing, show up, get involved, and kind of like just go there with us. Do your best to get your smile on your face and really kind of raise your energy. And there's also something else. We have this kind of like yen for instant gratification, especially these days. Our attention span, and I will be honest, I've probably lost loads of people now because that's the way of society, isn't it? Because we are geared to go swipe on by, swipe up by, swipe up by. And I know if you're still here, this is relevant for you because you would have gone by now. But impatience, we get impatience. We want instant gratification. It's like with I use the YouTube thing. You look at my views and they're humble. But you know what? I do see a gradual increase in viewing figures. And I love that. I love the fact that people kind of are taking the time to interact with you. And here's the thing. If this video only went out to one person and it made a huge difference to that person, as opposed to going out to 10,000 and hardly any interactions, I would take that one person every time because that's what's important because that resonates with someone and it's important to them. And I see so many people getting, oh, I've got these views. Don't get me wrong, I'm just as excited when I'm looking up. So, oh, I got a view, I got a view, or someone put a like up, and I'm saying, yay. And when I get a comment, that really makes me happy. Even the dodgy ones, let's be honest, because at least they watched it, even if they tell me it's the biggest load of rubbish they ever saw. It's cool, it's fine. But on the whole, the positive ones far outweigh any negativity. And that's important. And it's just like, don't get impatient about things. Show up, be consistent, come from a higher place, come from a higher vibration. And that way you give yourself every chance of reaching out to the people that you're looking for, which is what I want to do. I want to spread these words, spread this infectious light energy to everyone, and in turn, let them spread it on to others as well. That's my goals, that's my aims. No weird fancy stuff. This is what it's all about for me. Because if we get impatient, then we lead to procrastination. And that's the gift killer, isn't it? Because when we start procrastinating, so I could be like this with you right now, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, so this is the worst scenario. Great. Got 5 views yesterday. Oh, I suppose I better do another video. Oh, I've got this stuff to do, and I keep putting it off, and eventually come up on here with the energy of an empty donut, and I'll be saying, right, I've got this message, and then people just leave in their droves because the procrastination's setting, the enthusiasm's waning because of the impatience, and and we have to get over that. So, and that's what I do. I get over that impatience, relay how I'm feeling to you guys, and in turn, a bit like you'll relay to me. Because if procrastination wins, the next step is giving up. And I've done that. I've done that on this channel. I did give up because I thought, oh, this is just too much ag. And to be honest, and that's why I have so much admiration for a lot of the professional YouTubers who've gone out there, bought all the fancy equipment, gone to huge lengths to make, it's like watching a proper TV channel, isn't it? I mean, fair play to them, and they've got a lot of skills. That's not me. My thing is simple and just relaying the message, and I will keep showing up, giving my messages to whoever considers this worthy of their time. And that is battling the giving up. So, as I said to you at the start, how do we battle those negative sides? How do we sort of like keep showing up, make sure we show up? And I think it's important that when we come along doing these things, get excited, come with a bit of animation. And I haven't always done that. Again, you look at some of my older ones, and I'm like, oh yeah, you can barely see me in this little huddled little shadow, or sometimes not at all. And you can, what's he saying? Hey, what? What's he doing? And it's very flat. Um, I've learned I need to come across exciting, and it comes from genuinely being excited. I can't actually wait to get on here. I've been looking forward since this morning. Hey, I'm going to do another video today. You've got to have that enthusiasm, but forget about me and YouTube. Same goes to you. Whatever you're doing, if you can try and cultivate that into, and even the most mundane tasks. And I'm talking when you're at work. For me, I used to pick orders, and I thought, oh, God, another one. I wish I could have got into this. Oh, great, another orders to do, transforming it. Now, I'm not saying I would particularly enjoy doing that task, but at least you're in the right energy. And that's what it's all about. Now, some people will try and knock you out of that energy. That's life. But we do our damnness to stay excited, to stay animated. And ask yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? So if you're at a boring job, do you think, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing it to earn money. Why are you earning money? How does that make you feel? It makes me feel good. I can do the things I want to do. So did you start changing your whole outlook? With me, why am I doing YouTube videos? And to reach out to who wants to listen, to spread that message. I mean, I'm kind of being guided to do this. So I'm going to give that, and I'm going to give that with gusto, with energy, and a bit of light, and some of a bit of laughter as well, because we are far too serious in this world. And also, kind of like another thing you do is like, when we show up, we look forward to the next session. I'm looking forward to, was it Wednesday? Wednesday will be my next session where I'll relay the next message and really kind of like tapping into who's there, who wants to listen, being part of the family, for want of a better word, and embracing you guys, and you hopefully embracing my messages as well. And it's very much, even though I'm putting myself in the future a little bit there, because I've always said live in the moment, and we do live in the moment. It's important while I'm here to appreciate that I am talking to you right now, and you're giving your feedback or not. It's fine. Some people like just to watch the message. I can't be a hypocrite because I've done the same thing. I don't always watch messages. I don't always hit the like button. But quite often I watch a video, I think, yeah, I like that. So I appreciate that's the case as well. But the main thing is I'm doing it, I'm showing up, I'm present, I'm here, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be able to do this, to find a method that I think works well for me, and hopefully for you, and just give those messages out there. And in turn, the same with you. You know, you'll watch what you want to watch, what you're drawn to, and that's exactly how it should be. Anyway, for those who have come to the end, now's the time I say, if you would like to subscribe, please do so. I won't always say that, but I think I will today, just because I'll said it at the start as a bit of a joke. But yeah, I would appreciate if you like and subscribe. That would be lovely. But the main thing is, I thank you for showing up. And that's what it's all about. Be consistent. Much love to you all. Till Wednesday, when I shall do the next one.